Welcome all to the You Feel Me podcast. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everybody's living up and blessed up. How you doing, big homie?
Yo, man, I'm feeling great on this Saturday, man. I'm feeling wonderful. It is Saturday, March 5th, 2022.
It
It is
is.
still year 22. We still made it another week. You need to pat yourselves on the back for that, man, because with everything that's going on in this world, that is a mighty feat. You know, that shit just
Word
doesn't
up.
happen to everybody nowadays, man. Like, be happy you lived another 7 days, seriously. But I'm doing well, man. How about you, man? How's your week been?
I'm doing all right, man. Just keeping it taking it easy, keeping it moving. And really, man, just scratching and surviving, just trying to continue to go on with all this crazy news going on all over the
Mm-hmm.
goddamn world. So, it's been a really bugged out week, certainly with the war and shit like that, man. It's just been and
So
ugh.
are we comfortable with calling it a war now, or are we?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think it's a war now, man.
Oh man.
And it's a flat out war too, because it's just like it's not good at all, man. Like
Hmm.
just the amount of people that's starting to die, and the fact that casualties are starting to get hit up, bruh. Yeah, it's starting to get real bad. But at the end of the day, though, they still holding on. And that's the most important thing, man. Talking about the Ukrainians. And when it comes to America, we starting to really help. People booking TikToks or not TikToks.
Yo, so let me ask you this. I commend the president's bravery. What's his name? His name is, by the way, his name is Wayne Zelensky. So
Yeah.
shout out to Wayne Zelensky. No, but if y'all if y'all know his name is Zelensky, but Wayne Zelensky is the dude from Honey I Shrunk the Kids, man. I just wanted to play with his name a little bit. But can
God
we not
help.
get this guy some goddamn protection? Like I commend him for being, want to go in there and be with the troops, and he want to kill some people too, protect his country, no doubt.
Yeah,
But
turned up.
he's still the president, though, man. Can we get this guy some protection? Like he don't need retweets. He don't need gold stars and shit on Reddit.
Retweets.
Y'all need to send this nigga some personnel. Please, man. Somebody's got to do something, man.
Yeah, I think that the craziest part of it is that he's a former actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's like he was an actor and then he became president. So like around like his videos, like his movies and stuff, starting to go up. Like people starting to watch them.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is Ukrainian media, so it wasn't like the best movie pictures of all time, but
Well, people
people
know
started
him.
watching
Like
them.
he's a B-lister, you
I
know?
mean, and he's getting a lot more popular. So people like after this war, since he's so so much courageous, grit, people are starting to think like, hey, yo, man, maybe we should just go ahead and get him in some movies.
Yo, that dude for real made himself the next James Bond, man.
It's
Like the
kind
real
of
life James Bond, bro. On
and
some or Rambo.
Rambo, yeah, and they like extremely defiant when it comes to this war. But I don't like the simple fact, and just from my personal opinion, when it just to touch on this briefly, when it comes to the war, I don't like the fact that the UN really ain't helping and shit like that. But I think we got to be very careful because you can starting to see the Russians are bugging out and they starting to try to blow up nuclear reactors and shit. So
Yeah.
it's becoming more than what we thought it was going to be.
Hmm.
So like we talked about, stay safe and have fun, save money and have fun, or whatever you said last week.
Yeah, man. Throw all that away, bro. Because at this point, man, just run. Just
Right.
please run. Get out the way, man. Because nobody's safe. Ain't nothing safe out here, man.
Yeah, man, it ain't. So I just say be careful, be safe. But also it's starting to get nice outside. So also be careful when it comes to this COVID, because that shit still ain't gone. You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
all of that. So all right, man. You have some RIPs for this week. Unfortunately, we have another one. So
Yeah, just one. Just one. Nothing too major. Nothing too crazy. I want to give a RIP to actor comedian named Kirk Bailey. For those who may know, I'm not expecting everyone to know, obviously, but he
word.
was a guy. He played Ugg on Salute Your Shorts on Nickelodeon, and he was the camp counselor. And everybody would make fun of him. He was a grown adult hanging with a bunch of kids, but he cared about Camp Anawana. And and everything that was near and dear to his heart, you know. So Ugg passed away. For all my Nickelodeon heads out there, man, that grew up on Nickelodeon like I did, your latchkey kids like me weren't allowed to go outside till like 6:30 when your mama came home or something. Um, so yeah, I want to give a RIP to Ugg, man. You will forever be missed, and thank you for the childhood memories. Fearless. Let's move it along, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Oh,
Be safe. So I want to go ahead and just say everyone that's watching the live now and everyone that's watching the videos, make sure you check out our video that came out last Friday while we talked about basically as black people should we criticize black art? Certainly
yeah.
since we're not given a lot of the opportunities and considering or just comparing that to other people that get the opportunities. And the name of the video is called Trust Me, I Get It. And the podcast version is basically just called Should We Criticize Black Artists as Black People? So we got a lot of comments actually on Instagram about this. And I wanted to go over a few of them. Do you mind, Wayne? I get a
No,
few
man, please
seconds.
do. Please
All right,
do.
cool. So I put up a little reel and shit, just basically about, a little clip of the shit. And we got a lot of people that just basically, lack of a better word, hated the motherfucking shit. So we got one dude that said, his name is Jay, by the way. He said, "What the fuck is this post even talking about?" So I said,
Did you listen, Jay? What do you mean?
no, he didn't. So I said, basically, I was like, to reply to him, I said, this is basically all just talking about the fact that as black people, since we're not given the opportunities, should we actually criticize black art? It's a question. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it's meant to spark debate, you fucking
Wait, wait,
motherfucker.
wait, 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 wait. Jeff Fearless, hold up. See, that's why this nigga's fearless right here, because it's shit like that. Hold on a second. Let's talk to them. Let's read the messages for a second and see if
All
we
right.
can explain it. Yeah.
So he said, saying it's raw isn't an insult. That was another dude. This
Okay.
this man, he said saying it's raw is not an insult. His name is NJ Quick 04. And I was like, he didn't say it was raw. He said it was one of the worst Marvel movies ever made. And this is one of the only black movies with this budget to ever be greenlit. And then he replied, like, you know what, my bad. Then I get what you're saying. And I was like, thanks for the dialogue. And I was like, that's what, we are saying that during this podcast episode that Jimmy B. Fearless didn't really agree with that statement, but the big homie Wayne actually was trying to give his opinion of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he said, someone else said, if black people are expected to turn off their brains towards every creation of black people, they will never be growth. Criticism is necessary. And I was like, look, this is just a little clip. How about you watch the whole episode? And he said, sure did. And then he said, yeah, watched it. It was good. So,
Thank you. Shit.
first of all, thank you. Second of all, you know, I'm just letting everybody know out there, just off the grip. I'm not one of them type of motherfuckers that's just going to take you saying anything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, like,
Yeah.
and it's real easy with me. It could be on the internet. We could take it to something else when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to me. So, I'm not hard to find or, it's whatever. I'm one of them type drop the addy type niggas. So I will definitely just let you
You
know that
said
from
it's
the
in the
jump.
location.
Doesn't matter to
Yeah.
me. Because, I personally believe that just because you say something on the internet don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, that's where it should just be kept.
In
But
right. Yeah. Yeah.
to each his own on that. But yeah, man, we got those comments. I responded. Wayne, what do you think about the comments that we got, man?
First off, thank you for the comments, man. I always love people taking the time out of their life to respond to something, whether it be negative or positive. Hopefully, of course, I always wanted to be positive. I don't think this was anything negative either. But what I will say is, I want people to understand that when I say that we shouldn't criticize our art, it's because I want to keep it going. And
Yep.
there's so many black people out there that is like, oh well, you why can't you quit? It's like you want to be so different from everybody else, or if you're going to include yourself in this world of Hollywood, then you need to do as we do, as we
Mm-hmm.
have done. But some people need to understand that regardless of how much you get critiqued, you will always be fine and you will always have another day.
Yep.
That's not necessarily the same for black people, right?
Word.
So I'm saying you have Christopher Nolan, who I used to think like, yo, Christopher Nolan is such a great director. He's one of my favorites. I love him. And it took me a while, but I finally came to the realization that Christopher Nolan is coasting off of his one movie that he made that was absolutely incredible, and everybody else watches every other movie that he makes with these big, wide, doughy eyes, and they don't realize how disappointed that they're being after watching these movies, because Inception was incredible.
Yeah.
And he's made a couple other great movies too.
Memento was
Um,
boss.
Memento was great. I
That's
love
like his best
Memento as
one.
well.
Yeah.
But then you have like the war movie he made that was kind of and then Tenet. Everybody talks about how crazy Tenet was, and then nobody understood it. And then Interstellar, everybody just remarks of how great Interstellar was, and I watched it. I'm like,
It's
I
all right.
guess, man, if
I
y'all,
liked
yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
it was fine. It was
yeah,
fine. Like,
it
but
was
just
good.
straight up fine. You know what I mean? Like Matthew McConaughey as an astronaut, all right, then fine. It takes
I
a great
mean, it
director to
wasn't a
pull
lot of
that stuff
motherfuckers
off, you
around.
know.
It wasn't a lot of motherfuckers around.
so so yeah, I just came to the realization that he's not that great, and he's going to continue to always. Oh, what is that? Is that a mug? Is that a You Feel Me podcast mug
Yeah.
that you can get from You Feel Me podcast dot oh shit, I forgot it. You
Oh
Feel Me
God,
podcast. Oh damn, what?
I'm drinking something new. It's nasty. Go ahead, my fault. My
Okay.
bad.
You feel me podcast.bigcartel.com is where you can get one of those beautiful mugs that he was holding, not the drink, not the juice, not the soda, whatever it was he was drinking. Don't buy that, but buy one of those mugs, man, because you can see how great it held the liquid in, you know. So please buy one of those mugs. You
Word.
feel me podcast.bigcartel.com. um
.com.
but Christopher Nolan is just okay to me now, you know, and that's what I mean. He's gonna get chance after chance after chance. Like people still just love Woody Allen after everything that he's done, and they think he's so great in this. I've seen like 2 Woody Allen movies. Like you ain't missing nothing if you never see him. Like it's like people just always hold him up in high regard. It's just, but they're gonna get chance after chance after chance, and black people aren't going to get that chance. And there's so
Nope.
many people out there. Like we can't just have Us, and we can't just have Get Out, and we can't just have remakes of Candyman. Like there's so many other things out there that people are thinking about, that people are writing down, that people are trying to go out in their backyard with like
Yep.
4 friends to try to record to put on YouTube a 10-minute movie, that if they actually have like a budget, or if you allow these kids to go to school or to train them or to give them like some type of I don't know, some type of leeway, or to guide some guidance, guide these children into where they need to be, then they will have so much other like black horror movies, black art, black TV shows. That's just not always about the same thing, because once you see us, once we get in there, we have a lot more to talk about. And those things are going to be stopped being produced by us, because we have like people who's like, oh, Black Panther is about this, and why would he want to do this to his own people? And I'm like, try not to shit on it and try to understand what we're trying to say. You see what I mean? Even Fearless said like he didn't necessarily agree with what I said about us not critiquing black films, black
No.
art. And I
Nope.
feel him. I understand. But listen, I don't ever want to be right. I just want to be like, I just want you to understand what I'm saying. And the only thing I'm saying is if you continue to critique black art, we won't have any black art anymore. And I know like there's some, you know, people out there, some white people that may hear that and be like, oh, y'all will be fine. Y'all over exaggerating. That's privilege talking, because like our shit was taken away, you know, once before, you know, and like the door is open and we're allowing so many other people to come in. Like Tyler Perry has allowed so many other filmmakers to come in, you know, and that's what we need, and that's what we need to keep going. But if more people, more black people talk shit on black art, less black people will go and see it. And white people, like, they might go see it if it's something that they're interested in, but most of the time it's for us, you know. So we got to keep that ball rolling, we got to keep that going, and we got to slow down on all the critiques.
So
That's what I was saying.
that's what Wayne was saying. Watch the episode. You can see what I'm saying. We don't agree, but we can still have that dialogue. And you know, I ain't gonna lie. Me, I want to be right. So you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. I don't know what else to tell you. So but Wayne, he's a lot more of a mature person than me. And
No,
he
brother.
ain't Whatever.
Uh,
I'm putting that out there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the shits. You want to go ahead and get to the shits, homie?
real quick, let's go into the comments. Courtney had a comment.
Go ahead.
Then how do we keep our shit from becoming stagnant? Um, Let me ask you this, Courtney. When has black people shit ever been stagnant? Like even as a society, we know when to like switch our shit up and like to let it go, and then like other races will come back and scoop up our shit, like scoop up like the shit that we used to do in the past. Or now
Like
that
lit,
there's
like the
social,
word
like
lit,
lit, like now
like
that
the
there's
word lit.
social media and Instagram, they can pick up. It's more it's easily accessible for them to pick up on like the new slang or the new clothes or the new whatever it is that we're doing. You know, I feel like we'll always keep that ball rolling. We'll always be looking ahead. We'll always be looking forward. Because in all honesty, I'll think of it like this. I'll say it like this. When white people remake a movie, it's because like they're stagnant. They run out of ideas and they just want to redo it. When we remake a movie like a Candyman, we want you to make sure we want to bring it to a new audience. You see what I mean? We want you to know that this is what we grew up on. This is what we watched. And now we're going to clean it off and dust it and show it to you. That'll make you maybe want to go and see the old movie. You see what I mean? It's like we're not doing it necessarily just because we have no other ideas. But I kind of think that like remaking a movie like Candyman will get more butts and seats. So when we remake these our own movies and our like these brand new horror movies, like it'll put more butts in seats because we remade Candyman. That was good. Oh, this is by that writer. This is by that producer. Okay, well, let me go and check it out. What you
Okay.
think, man?
Yeah, I honestly, I've seen a lot of stagnant black media, but that's because we kind of get typecast a lot. I've seen 100 million gangster movies because I watched like a
Yeah.
lot of like B-rated gangster movies. So
Mm-hmm.
we have 100 million of those, and then I watch a bunch of like for some reason we got this thing where it's like two black couple and a white couple. No, I'm sorry, like two black like people, like a couple, like a black couple, and there's always these movies that come out like Entangled, Enraged, all these little movie titles with these little brief titles where it's like there's a problem with the relationship. Some other woman comes in and then she ends up trying to break it up, but she ends up being a psycho and trying to kill like both of them at the end.
Yeah, like the
Beyonce was in a
Beyonce
movie
movie.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. The
It's a
Idris Elba
whole
joint.
bunch of
Yeah.
movies like that. And it's like, those black women empowerment movies and black couple movies and stuff like that. Something you can go just on a date. Take like your girlfriend or your wife on a date with and go watch this real quick movie. It's on like an hour
Mm-hmm.
and 20 minutes. There's a
Mm-hmm.
million of them shits, and they do them shits on Lifetime all the time. So I
Yeah.
understand what she understands from like the point of being stagnant. But I think that the more we get more black creators into every industry, the more that we had the opportunity to be very creative.
Well, let me
And
jump in. Let me jump in real quick.
okay,
You say it's getting stagnant, but
I didn't say it's getting
those are
stagnant. I
the
said they are stagnant topics.
right. They are stagnant
But that's
topics.
every race. It doesn't matter about
Right, but
black folks.
specifically about black people, what if like when they give us movies or when they give us budgets, those are the type of movies that they give us the most budgets for? Because I guess like it's
They
just
make
like
money.
theirs, or is this yeah.
They make back triple what they always do. Those shits take
Hmm.
like $20 million. The black actors work a lot cheaper than other actors, so they get paid less than other actors. Just off the grip. So those movies we go and watch them. So they make like triple their. They make 60-70 million dollars. So they're like horror
Yeah.
movies, quick in, quick out. And you can't hate the game, but you don't want that stagnation to happen. So I feel where she's coming from on that spectrum. But as long as we have Jordan Peele out there and other people like that, other great African American directors, we'll see different things. Like his next movie he about to come up with called
Nope.
Nope,
Yeah.
which I don't know if any of y'all got, but what would Nope stand for? Like
Uh
non like planetary like event or something like that. Like I think Nope it's an actual term that NASA uses to actually talk about instead of using UFO, they use Nope, which is like
really?
which is like another entity from another planet. Yeah, you gotta
Damn,
look
let me
it
check
up.
that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like it's not like nope, but people taking it like, oh no, I'm seeing this. Nope, I'm not doing that. It's more along the lines of about actual like planetary like visitors from other planets and stuff and like all of that. Yeah, you gotta check it out, man.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I ain't gonna make the thumbnail. We not talk about Gucci Man because we're trying to keep it like an hour. So if you thanks for everybody for joining the live. Please come like. Make sure you
Thank you. We
like
appreciate it.
this video so we can get pushed out to the algorithm more. And please, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We're just trying to build and continue to go up. So, bro,
Yes,
want to talk
sir.
about this Gucci Man NBA YoungBoy diss, man. Have you heard about
Let's
it?
do it. Unfortunately, yes, I have. I did hear about it. I did.
So, if anybody
Um,
hasn't heard about it, NBA YoungBoy made this song called "I Hate NBA YoungBoy," and it's the number 2 trending song on YouTube, and it's the number 1 trending song on Apple. So I don't know a lot of people know this, but NBA YoungBoy is basically one of the top artists in the country.
yeah.
When he drops, the ground kind of shakes a little bit because his shit. So many people listen to that boy, and he's 22 years old. He was born in 1999. Can you fucking believe it? But this guy here, man, has a lot of power within the industry, but he claims to be a non-industry person. So I want to go ahead and play a clip of his song, which sparked all of these issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a clip of it right now.
With Gucci till I sing, he like them pussy niggas. Mama on roof is talking stupid, make me bust a nigga. They know I'm on.
Now let me play it one more time. Sorry, it starts off right when he says it.
With Gucci till I sing, he like them pussy niggas. Mama on roof is talking stupid, make me bust a nigga. They know I'm on house arrest, so they feel like they official. I kill you, then I take it with them. God know I don't like you niggas. Feds wanna lock a nigga up, cause he called baby now. Bitch don't burn.
All right, so the first line he says, I used to fuck with Gucci until he started fucking with the mother niggas, or he liked the mother niggas. So I think he's talking about like Lil Durk and like all the old block cats. Now, real quick, you already know NBA YoungBoy and his whole crew does not like Lil Durk and all them old block niggas. Period. To the point where King Von got smoked by a member of NBA YoungBoy's record label. And if you know anything, right now, certainly with the younger crowd, when they say record label, they basically mean gang. Because that's how it is out there in the streets. So off of that song coming out and being trending, and Gucci getting named by name, Gucci dropped this song yesterday. Let's go ahead and listen to a clip of that real quick.
Like if you walk on the crush, I got long arms, I can reach out and touch you. We got them singers, they sent off to Russia. Ain't no disputing, I kill like I'm Putin. Got a truck full of shooters, I move like I'm Trump. Soldiers stand guard for me like I'm Obama. Try go get some gas and got killed at the pump. Say you got hits, but look you in a slump. Say that you're rich, but you live in a dump. My Chico retarded a switch on the pump. Tell him shoot when he open, he say he wanna dump. She tryna pull up publicity stunt. These rappers be pussy, they bleed once a month. Don't speak on my name, don't get put in the blunt. You can diss all you want, still won't get a response. They still free the game till they get out the chance. Stop being around the bush and just get to the point. You wanna be me, I know what you want, but you ain't gotta pull no publicity stunt. Live by the gun.
All right, so yeah, I know which one I like better. But off of your initial response, Wayne, what do you think about this beef that's going on between Gucci Man and NBA YoungBoy?
I don't know per se. I don't. Okay, I don't think I have an opinion. So I've listened to both of these. I listened to them both. This is what I think. Like, but me, I'm the, like you said, I'm more mature. I don't think I'm more mature. I think I heard Gucci Man rhyme dump and pump twice in the same 16 bars. I honestly think he said dump twice and pump twice. Yeah. So here's my thing though. I don't So my thing is, you said that NBA YoungBoy is in his 20s, 22, and I think Gucci Man is 41, 42. I think after a certain point, you have to learn how to like kind of let things slide when it comes from certain people, certain age groups, and after a while, if you're really in the streets like that, you could just let like your young boys that you got with you to go and handle that situation yourself, or handle that situation for you. Um, I don't. This doesn't feel like the beefs that we grew up on, man. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like this doesn't feel like I hate to do that comparison shit, man, because I know you're a real old guy when you start to compare like old and new, but I don't feel like this is just a beef, man. This is a song. This is just strictly like two songs by two different niggas. That's it, man. Like Gucci Man, I feel like I'm not even like a big Gucci fan. I never in a million years thought Gucci would make it as big as he is now. I feel like Gucci, as big as he is, he needs to be mature enough to not say anything. And here's my thing about this song. Here's my thing about it. The dude says in the song, Gucci says in the song, if you diss me, you ain't gonna get no response.
This is a
Isn't the
response.
whole song a response?
Yeah,
The
basically, yeah.
whole thing, like you made a whole response, but if I did, I don't get okay. All right. So this is what I feel like Gucci could just like kind of go and chill and relax and make the music he want to make and don't have to deal with this and let his young boys deal with young boy. You know what I mean? Young boy, on the other hand, like I hate to have to be this way, man. But like you said, like it's the summer of smoke or however you put it that last time a couple weeks ago.
Hmm.
Like
Yup.
I don't see it for young boy for too much longer because he's doing too much, man. And people out here are testing gangsters and they out here being like worse than gangsters. Like they just popping your top off. I don't want to change the subject just yet, but I just want to bring this up kind of correlates. Like the dude who held down Young Dolph's memorial, he was shot and killed earlier this week. You know what I mean?
Yup.
That dude wasn't doing nothing but, just, trying to keep peace, if anything. When you look at it from a standpoint, like that man was just trying to hold down some peace and he got killed. Like people are getting shot for absolutely no reason. And young boy thinks he's just so untouchable. I'm like, bro, this isn't the type of history you want to make. As far as like not like you got children, you got kids, you got girlfriends and baby mamas and shit like that. Like I did the research on this dude. He got the number one plays on YouTube. That shit
Yeah.
is major. No, I don't think y'all understand. Most of the shit that people listen to on YouTube is NBA Young Boy. Bro, this is not the legacy you want to leave behind. You're gonna leave so many more millions. It doesn't matter if you're gonna continue to make money and it'll get passed down to your kids or your baby's moms or your mom. Bro, you're making so much money, man. This isn't the route you have to take. This nigga can literally fart and shit on the beat and it would get 160 million plays in 24 hours, bro. This ain't the road you want to go down, man. I don't care how gangster niggas want to be, man. I feel like Gucci go sit his old ass down. We should just chill, go to a Braves game, my guy. Drive your little Lamborghini, your Maserati, whatever the hell, man, and leave this young shit alone, bro. I still cannot believe this nigga said, if you diss me, I ain't gonna give you a response. And then does a whole fucking song where he rhymes the same shit over and over again. And I still can't believe like look, I just want this shit to be over. On Twitter, I said like, yo, I need some new hip hop to listen to. I need a new avenue of hip hop to get into, man, because this shit is getting old. I feel like Gucci Mane should be like the Atlanta Jay-Z or that, you know what I mean? Like still talk that trap shit. Cool, but on a higher level, on a higher plane. Like when somebody comes
Educational
at him,
wise.
yeah, when somebody comes at him and be like, nah, I'm cool on that. I don't even recognize what that little nigga said. Go ahead and pay somebody $10,000, $20,000. Go smack that nigga around a little bit. That's all I'm saying. But like on this wax shit, like it's over. This don't feel like real beef. Like the last real beef to me was like Drake, I guess, and Meek Mill, maybe. I don't know, but this shit ain't like real beef to me, man. I don't get this. I think young boy need to chill before something bad really happens, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna chill at all. So let's look at the comments real quick. She said, Edgy Obelisk didn't even know that this shit happened. And she said, "Is NBA still in jail?" So now NBA is out. He's actually on house arrest. He just got out like probably like earlier this year or some shit, and he's on house arrest right now. And he's been dropping like basically this against like Lil Durk and them since he got out. And then also on top of that, now he has that whole song. He's just talking about a whole bunch of motherfuckers. He just not just Gucci Man, but like basically half the industry. He dissed everybody that he could think of.
But it wasn't
So,
on no Kendrick shit. It wasn't like how
no,
Kendrick did it.
it was like, I'm gonna kill you, pussy
Yeah,
niggas, and
bro.
fuck
Like,
y'all.
it's
Like,
straight up. Everybody was a
yeah,
pussy nigga, pussy nigga, pussy nigga. Like Kendrick did that shit, and it was eloquent. You know what I mean? Like you were like you listen to this nigga, but like NBA YoungBoy, like everybody was just a pussy nigga, man.
yeah. He, he's not the most talented cat in the world in terms of vocals, but I think that a lot of people like him because he has that persona as being a real dude. Certainly, just all the chicks he got, where he stay in the hood. He still stays like he doesn't stay in nothing really nice at all. He just literally keeps his shit really, really like hooded and on like in where he's from.
Mm-hmm.
He constantly getting locked up, and we don't know his real street jacket, but you can assume that he has a pedigree of the streets. So I would say this: the reason why this beef like kind of caught my attention is because I know Gucci Man and his people around him, they don't play no fucking games, and neither does NBA YoungBoy. And when you do look at their ages, I would say this: in terms of some hip hop shit, if you diss me, I'm gonna diss you back. Sometimes you might turn the other cheek, certainly depending on your level. At this particular point, NBA YoungBoy is at a higher level than Gucci, but Gucci's a vet, so it's very different. I don't think Gucci Man should have did this song. Now I like the song. That sounds like classic Gucci Man. A lot of people on Twitter was like, "Yo, it took NBA YoungBoy to get Gucci Man to wake the fuck up," because he's been coasting for a couple years. Since he got out of jail, he been just dropping songs constantly. He dropping an album each month, and ain't really getting no attention. But this song right here has got millions of views now because he actually was spitting some shit and going back to that old Gucci Man that cats love. Certainly the
Yeah,
old
but is it?
man.
It's also, but it's mainly because it's a response to NBA
Yeah.
YoungBoy.
But
Yeah, that's the
sometimes
main part,
you
though.
need a challenge. Certainly, if you've been successful in doing something since NBA YoungBoy was born,
Yeah.
Gucci Man has been rapping since NBA YoungBoy was born, nigga. That's how long. So sometimes you need a challenge from the top dude. The top nigga called your name. Gucci, of course, is going to want to respond,
Mm-hmm.
but in terms of just an OG element, he kind of should have handled this a different way. And we don't know if he did, but he should have hit up young. He should have hit him up like young boy, hit up the young boy and say, "Hey, yo, bro, like, what's the problem? Why would you even, you know what I'm saying, say my name like that? What's the issue?" And have that conversation,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about being older when you're around younger people. You do have that obligation if you choose to take it and you choose to call yourself a real G. You do have an obligation to actually school the youngins, and Jason just said it's unfriendly competitors, unfriendly competitors. And Edgy said endless cycle of age versus youngins in hip hop, and that's correct. And I think that the best GOGs in hip hop knows that you need to go ahead and have that conversation with the young boy. Certainly NBA young boy, because from what we can see, this nigga's out here running around reckless as fuck. He's only
Mm-hmm.
22 years old. He needs to get sit down and understand more exactly the way he needs to run and do his thing. But he's from that generation where they call your name on the internet and then they do something about it. He's one of those motherfuckers that do that. And you can see how the mass casualties starting to pile up from the people that know him. They're getting shot at and getting killed. So that's all I'll see, and that's all I think about is just like, even though this might be not like the best rap beef of all time, this is something that could easily spill out into the streets. And it's not about them two artists out there fighting and shooting at each other. Nah, it's gonna be the little niggas around them. And Gucci got a million little young niggas around him, and so does
Yeah.
NBA YoungBoy. And that's what I worry about because I'm trying to tell you, everyone does the same. Everyone does the same venues. Everyone does the same concerts. Everyone
Right.
does the same festivals. So Edgy said that this shit started with Cool Mo D and LL Cool J. She ain't lying.
Yeah,
She
word.
ain't lying. I
But
don't
see,
know.
even then, man, I like even with that, I would like to think that Kumo D lost. You know,
I mean, LL at that time was like the best, most gangsterist cat in hip hop. He was the one that
yo,
dissed everybody. He didn't give a fuck.
Edgy, let me ask you a question because I'm still I kind of vaguely remember. I'm only 37, so I don't know how old she is. But let me ask you, when Kumo D dropped "How You Like Me Now," not necessarily the album, but just the song, was it really like compared to like what LL Cool J was making, like I'm bad and that whole just like different sound. Like, did y'all even care about How You Like Me Now back then, or were y'all so enamored with LL Cool J and Def Jam and that whole new sound? Or like, did y'all just jump on LL Cool J's back more than Kool Mo D? Because Kool Mo D's like How You Like Me Now sounded more like 80s hip hop ish dance club, how it was back then. You know what I mean? Whereas like you could hear something like I'm Bad from L Cool J, and that's just like at that time was that was gutter, that was street, that was hood, that was, you know what I mean. So I'm like, I guess what side were you on? How did it feel back then? I guess like was Kool Mo D whack back then when he dropped that? Or was it just still as hype? I always wanted to
Honestly,
know. So
I don't know. She might be way too young to understand that shit
for real.
because she was young. So, but
Okay,
I don't know if anyone else in the comments remember that bullshit. Let me know because I'm
cool as
intrigued
fuck.
too because we wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? We was as young. We was young. Yeah, they were young. She was young. Yeah, Kumo D was for the parents.
Right.
That's straight
Yeah.
up. That's
Yeah.
how old that shit was. Like that shit was in the 80s deep. But I'll definitely say that when it came to like, for example, got a lot of crazy examples. Let's say Ice Cube versus NWA.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that because I remember I remember it after my people showed me, but I remember No Vaseline, that song.
Yeah.
And when it came to that, everyone was straight up with Ice Cube. And they were all around the same age and shit like that. But like coming from that realm, that was like the real beef that we are used to that stuck mostly on wax. Of course, Easy E did try to smoke Ice Cube and shit like that, but that's because Easy E was a real street nigga. You know what I'm saying? These
Right.
are two motherfuckers that's not even considered the best lyrically, but they have a ton of fans and they have a ton of motherfuckers on both sides. But Gucci Man does have older fans, but he is very, very well respected by the younger trap rappers. So for Gucci to diss NBA YoungBoy like that, it lets you know how much NBA YoungBoy is on an island by himself. Because when you diss Gucci, you basically like got all the niggas that do trap music like, damn, why would you diss Gucci? Like you
Mm-hmm.
look like you a fucking hater, man.
Yeah.
But the young motherfuckers love NBA YoungBoy, but any of them niggas gonna ride? No, they like suburbanites. They ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like some hood motherfuckers that ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I expect the summer smoke. The hotter it gets, the more you gonna see these rappers and the people that's around them getting shot the fuck up. Ain't no more COVID restrictions. That shit is gone. There's no more restrictions. You can wear whatever the fuck you want. Motherfuckers is outside last year. Imagine what it's gonna be like this year. It's gonna be like 10 times more. So Edgy said she said she was team LL, by the way, but she said there was a Boogie Down and the Sean beef or Shan
MC
beef,
Shan.
the
Yeah.
MC
Yeah.
Shan beef, but they were the same age. We were young at the time. Beefs were totally involved and enamored with was Biggie and Tupac and Beans versus Kiss. Yeah, and Beans versus Kiss, actually violent shit happened on the outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the Biggie and Tupac shit, we already know how that kind of happened and ended. But the Biggie and Tupac beef, bruh, that was a whole nother level of a whole side of
I
people saying
agree, man.
fuck the West Coast and fuck the
Yeah.
East Coast. Niggas from
Mm-hmm.
niggas from my side did not fuck with nobody from the West Coast. We didn't even know nobody from the West Coast. We would just say, man, fuck West Side. Fuck them niggas.
Damn. See, I was with West Side, but I grew up here in Georgia. You know what I mean? So I didn't have a leg to stand on either way. But I was on West Side because I love Tupac. You know what I mean? I just love Tupac. I love Death Row. So I was like, West Side, nigga, West Side. All Eyes on Me is one of the best hip hop albums of all time. I knew that shit when I first got it in, I think it was fourth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth grade, I'm like, yo, this shit is great, classic. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I was team Tupac, but then I wasn't because I listened to every damn thing. You know what I mean? It's not like I stopped listening to East Coast hip hop or East Coast
Word.
music and shit like that. I didn't know nothing about no damn beef. I just knew those niggas was getting that. I just knew the two biggest artists in the world did not like each other. That's
At
all
all.
it really was, man.
At
That's all it
the
really
fuck
was.
all. So,
Mhm.
I love the fact that we can have beefs like that, but these are not that type of beef. This is some shit that's going to possibly spill out into the streets. So, for all the old head MCs out there, for all the OGs that no NBA YoungBoy and no Gucci Man, reach out and end this bullshit because Y'all motherfuckers got some stupid motherfuckers around y'all, boy, that is just dying to get their record pressed and sent to the record labels, and they'll do anything they can to get either one of these motherfuckers on the song and to get it to pop. I understand that. So they'll do dumb stuff just to prove that they down with the get down. And you don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? You just do not, man. And Atlanta, like NBA is always in Atlanta, and Gucci's all in the South. They're gonna run into each other, and you don't want it to be nothing like that, bro. Like, these are two major artists. Have that conversation on the background. Be men and stop being all fucking ego. Like, for real. Like, don't do the ego shit. And if you're gonna do something in the street, keep it in the streets, man. Don't put that shit on wax. Ain't nobody trying to see Gucci Mane go back to jail and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even trying to see none of that. But you know, none of this shit would happen if NBA YoungBoy would kept his fucking name out his mouth.
Now, real quick, because since we was talking about NBA YoungBoy, as you
Hold
asked
up.
if he was out of jail. Go ahead.
Hold up. Edgy said, call Farrakhan. He handled a lot of beefs. And she ain't lying. She ain't lying. She called the game and was like, yo, stop this and 50 Cent. That was the Farrakhan broke that shit down between the game and 50 Cent.
And he jumped in. No, Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Nah, it was the game. It was not Ja Rule.
He did try to intervene with Ja Rule and 50.
He did. I ain't know
press conference. I thought the press conference was like on some BET shit. Like it was like Sway and then Free from 106 in Park. Like they had come together on Teen Summit.
Was so stupid.
And was like, hey, we just want these two people to come together and shake hands and then drink a bottle of Fanta. And then like everybody clapped and shit. And then like they both had the #1 songs on 106 in Park. Yeah, man, you don't remember all that shit, man?
Nah, I remember it different, but you might be right because you remember it a little better than mine. But I don't know about the fancy shit. But
look, ahead, real quick. NBA YoungBoy, speaking of him being in jail, I heard some news recently that the feds dropped a part of his case, a part of his guns and a part of his gun charge because the audio and video that was taken from his phone, I think, was taken illegally by the officers.
Wow.
Or something like that. Something along those lines. The first thing I thought of was my nigga's narking. He's snitching. He's giving some type of information for the feds to drop charges on you. And I'm sorry, I know the kid got money and everything, and he probably got the best of the best he could probably afford. But bro, when the feds drop charges, you drop names. You did something. You gave up some type of information. Am I wrong? Y'all let me know. I'm not about that life. That's just the shit that I heard from, living and thinking or talking to other people about that life. You know what I mean? I know the feds ain't no joke.
So I would say that, it's possible. Anything's possible on that type time. But I will also say that recording shit illegally, that's something that the best lawyers in the world find out. And that's the reason why shit like that get dropped. And I would, like you said, he does have all the money in the world. So he has the best motherfucking lawyers. He got lawyers that are connected with record labels. That's a whole different level of lawyers, bro. Yeah, because they got these are motherfuckers like, yo, my hourly rate is $7.50 an hour. So they're gonna break down every minute thing in this case. And this motherfucker's facing real charges, bro. Like, I'm not getting out charges, like YM Melly charges, like murder basically charges, man. Because he got federal gun case and drugs. That's big time shit. That boy had shit that he ain't supposed to have in that car, man. Like, he had sticks that had switches in there, man. You know how illegal that shit is? A switch will get you 15. A switch is this little thing that you put on the back of a gun, and it has you just install it and you press a little pull button. It's not even a button, it's like a little metal thing, and it allows for a regular semi-automatic weapon to turn into an automatic weapon. And them shits they were legal for years because nobody knew about them. It was really hush hush in the gun community. I was trying to get my hands on one. They used to be $14. Now them shits is 15 bands, depending on who you buy. But you can still buy it at gun shows. You just got to find them. But if you get caught with one, that's a federal charge.
Yeah.
All his guns had them, which basically means he had automatic rifles, like AR-15s and AK-47s.
So yeah, so they dropped that shit though. But they dropped that shit.
I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. I don't never. Until I see them papers, until you run them papers, I don't know who snitched or not. And, that's a rough thing to say about a motherfucker because he's the type of cat that he's been in jail so many times. I don't think he gives a fuck about going back. He probably finds it safer in there than he do out here. He gets in. He even said it. I didn't get in as much trouble until I started getting popular with rap. Now he's constantly going to jail. So I don't even think he cared, man. Honestly. So why would he snitch? I think he would do that time and still keep dropping albums and still keep having fun. And it'll just do nothing but raise his stock and his pedigree. He got like 80 kids, so he got to pay for these motherfuckers.
Man, for you to say that people don't care about going to jail, man.
Certain people don't, bro.
I just do not want to be around a bunch of men for years. Like, that's enough for me to pay my taxes, bro. That's enough for me to like not touch a gun. That's too many fucking dudes, man. I'm sorry, bro. That's a lot of dudes all day long. Ah, man.
Ain't no privacy, none of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I know, like, you know, some people that be joining our lives sometimes they, you know, been to jail. You know what I'm saying? They've been locked up for extended periods of time. So they know exactly what the fuck's going on. And it's a different world. It's a different planet. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? And certainly when you don't get nobody, your own personal, like your own family and friends don't talk to you. So, you know, but some motherfuckers, they thrive in that shit. They like that constant gangster ass shit. They like they like hunting. You know what I mean? So that's what they like. So, all right. Man, so
that shit is horrifying in more ways than one, man.
Yeah, man. And you gotta think it's even systematic in the way that we were brought up during slavery to even think like that. So this is some shit that's been, you know, brought down through us for a long time to be an enslavement. But for real, depending on your situation, man, you might face more threats of death outside than you do in there. And that's just real. That's just real, man. So, okay. So next thing we want to talk about today before we end our live out was go ahead, Wayne. I'll let you explain it, man.
Yes.
And I got the video clip, man. By the way.
Oh, fucking Lauren Boebart, whatever her name is, Lauren Hofart. She you know, she decided I just thought of that like right on the top of my head, man. Give me like 2 points, bro. Come on. Give me something, shit.
I got you, man.
Thank you, man. So yeah, she interrupted the illustrious president of the United States, Joe Biden. She interrupted him while he was speaking about the troops. You know, he had a little something to say about the troops and how they've done so much for his country and what were the next steps for them, that what the government was going to do. And he brought up his son and how his son, he was in the military before, you know, he passed away not too long ago. So he was speaking to all these things about his son and these two disgusting Golden Corral thoughts decided to get up in the middle of the State of the Union address. Okay, they decided to get up and they were mad because they were all out of ranch dressing and they can't eat all their fucking all you could eat food without a tub full of ranch dressing to plop their head in, because you need ranch dressing to go on everything. Everybody knows that. So they decided to jump up and make noise and get all upset at the State of the Union address for the fucking president of the United States, who president of the United States deserves all the respect in the world, all of it. And how dare they? You know what? I'm sorry. Fearless, you have the clip, do you not?
Yeah.
Please show these Golden Corral thoughts, please, man.
Hold on. Before I do, let me go ahead and
so upset.
Oh my God. Let me go ahead and play the video.
Flag draped coffins. I got fired up. My mind went straight to the 13 soldiers that died in Afghanistan. The mother of one of those heroes lives in my district. She told me Joe Biden killed her son. So you're darn right I spoke up. And if I could redo last night, I would absolutely do it again.
Colorado's Lauren Boebart broke protocol just as the president was talking about Army veterans dying from cancer.
A cancer that would put them in a flag draped coffin.
She looked around and shouted out.
13.
Her outburst was met with a chorus of boos, even from her own party, because the president was about to speak about his late son, Bo.
One of those soldiers was my son, Major Bo Biden.
Boebart was joined in the heckling by fellow right-wing Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi denounced the pair.
They should just shut up. Thank you all very much.
and late-night comics also took aim.
Yeah, I feel bad for the congressman stuck in between them. Look at that guy.
That's my favorite part. The dude stuck in between them. Like, why is my black ass on this?
Right. Why is he? Yo, they got their hands on this man. I would be like, bitch, get your ass off me.
He's so
get out of here, man.
He don't know what's going on.
Stank ass Golden Corral, bitch. Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. And that dude just standing there laughing and shit. No, man, he should have yanked them skank ass hoes down, man. You do not interrupt the president of the United States of America, Joe Biden. He was making a point. He was proving his point. And he was talking about the troops. He was actually giving the troops more respect than any other fucking president ever did. Okay? And I'm so, they should have kicked those two thoughts out. They should have banned them from the White House for fucking ever. Okay? And that black dude is real iffy. He's real iffy, man. Like, I think he may be on their side because they was grabbing on him. He was smiling and shit like the shit was funny. All right. And you know how I feel about black Republicans. You know how I feel about black people that like to go on the other side, man. So I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is, Fearless. But if I find that nigga Fearless, I'm gonna beat his monkey ass. I'm gonna beat his monkey sellout trader ass, man. I'm telling you, you let them, they didn't even wipe their hands off before they touched you, fam. You probably got Cheeto dust and fucking Doritos cheese and shit all on your suit, bro. And you over there laughing at them and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Those hoes were disrespectful, bro. Mad disrespectful. And they need to be banned from not only the White House, but from life and from every fucking thing else, okay? You send those Golden Corral bitches to Mars by themselves, man. What do you think about it, Phyllis? I know you feel differently, man. And I don't care how you feel, God damn it. But I'm still going to ask you because it's your show, too. Go ahead, man.
All right, President-elect. Overreaction. The fuck, man? First of all, I feel for the black man, and that black man obviously had that I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Right, moment look on his face.
Was lost, and that nigga was lost, man.
As a black person that's been around two white people saying some crazy shit, the only thing you can do is just look there and be like, I don't know what to do. Like, help, nigga, help me. So all right. I just learned about this from your ass. Yeah. So thanks for enlightening me. But them motherfuckers there, boy. When your own group boos you, that's how you know you fucking up. Yeah. And they are one of those like 3 or 4 or 5 senators or representatives, that are like different from everyone else. So they Republicans only by color. And I mean like the red. That's it. Like they are not Republicans. They are like Tea Party, off-branch, alt-right motherfuckers. That has nothing to do with the Republican Party. They're a part of it, a small part, but they're their own committee. Those are the January 6th niggas. That's what those people are. So like the fact that she did that, which was like the first time that's ever happened during any one of the State of the Unions in history, that's the first time that ever happened. And look who did it. One of the January 6th motherfuckers. Boom. That's what I got to say about it. And then you had she got supported by that nutso that said all that shit that the Holocaust was fake.
Yeah, right.
And then had to backtrack and apologize because she was about to get kicked out of the Republican Party. The whole party was about to kick her the fuck out. Like she is, and they both run in like the most alt-right places in the world. So she has to do shit like that to just be able to get reelected. So let me explain this one thing, and then I'm done with this whole fucking situation. This is what I had to say. And we talked about this on the episode Closet Conservative. Are you a closet conservative? Go ahead, check it out. And if you on this motherfucker, make sure you like, please, because we're trying to get pushed to the algorithm.
Hold up, not just like, not subscribe. Just like. Go ahead and like, subscribe. Go ahead and comment on it as well. We just brought it up. The closet. Are you a closet conservative? From the You Feel Me podcast. That's everywhere your free podcasts are sold. Go check it out. It's on YouTube as well. When you get done with this episode, go check that one out. Fearless, man. What were you saying before you forget? I don't want you to forget, man.
So my whole point is this. And Edgy Opulence just said COVID. And he also said that nigga was feeling some titties. And
That
she
girl's
said,
stupid, bro.
she said they didn't kick
Shut
those
up.
bitches out. He probably was. He was like, I ain't catch him. They ain't catch him.
Did y'all
but he
have titties
probably-
on your shoulder? All right then, man.
And she said they probably will lose their next term. They probably won't lose their next term because this is my whole point. Politics is a job. Being a politician is a job. But it's not like me and your job, right?
Mhm.
At our jobs, we can go to work, sit down, not talk to a motherfucker. As long as we do our job, we Gucci. We don't have to interact with people. We don't have to make statements. We don't have to be the most liked. Now, if you want to get promoted, yeah, but you don't have to be the most liked at our jobs. Their job is like professional wrestling. You have heels, and the heel is usually the most hated motherfucker. But believe it or not, even though everyone hates this motherfucker, you still have a whole bunch of people that like him because he's the villain.
Right.
And then you have the heroes, and you have, the cats that everyone join around collectively, everyone likes. That's the political landscape, bro. These motherfuckers are interviewing every day, and the fact that she had the testicles to say 13 of them, and everybody was like, "Boo!" She gonna get elected for life. She might be the presidential representative for the alt-right group.
Yeah.
Because they want to see someone go crazy because they feel like Joe Biden is basically Trump, but in reverse. And we feel like Joe Biden is Trump in reverse, in our way. We think Joe Biden is not, some dude that's trying to incite violence, that's making the alt-right groups come together so they can start marching and shit like that, and the Klan coming back. They feel like Biden is destroying America because our prices are raising and everything costs much, and we got all these wars and shit popping off.
Mhm.
Believe what the fuck you want to believe. But remember, politicians are professional wrestlers. If you do that, you won't get mad. You just won't get mad. Remember, y'all, I don't know if y'all niggas remember, but remember when Hulk Hogan became part of NWA or NWO? He didn't join the NWA, he joined the NWO. And this Hulk Hogan was the most beloved person in history. That shit brought his whole career back. People hated him. He was slamming all the good people. It took what? The Rock and them to fuck him up, or whoever fucked him up?
He was never fucked up.
Oh, never mind.
It took for that nigga. That nigga went back to his old persona.
I remember him putting the yellow shirt back on and ripping it all. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, Hulk Hogan's back to being himself." But people loved that shit when he was the evil villain. Because he was doing all types of crazy. He dyed one part of his beard and not the other part. He looked like a fucking hick. He looked like Tiger King out there, but with muscles. So that's my whole point. Politics is nothing but professional wrestling. But she is going to face a lot of problems with what she just did. In the Republican Party wise. She might get kicked out of committees and shit like that. That's it.
I don't know. I think she might get a award of valor, a medal of honor, or some shit, man.
Oh, girl got kicked out. The other ranch dressing chick that you was talking about, with the
Marjorie.
What up, y'all? What's up,
Taylor?
man? Yeah, Marjorie Taylor. Margarine. She got kicked out. Margarine got kicked out of the finance committee, the bombs committee, all them fucking committees because of what she said that the Holocaust wasn't real. So you can't just, even if you are Republican, you can't just say anything. Like you can't just be like the dude you was telling me about that sent the tweet about niggas. You can't do that.
Yeah. It wasn't a tweet about niggas. It just had the word nigga in it, man. And it was funny as shit, man. But I guess.
By the way, for everybody out there, don't tweet or don't put up memes if you are a politician or someone important that is and you're white and you say something about black people. Just don't do it. Send it to your friends, maybe.
Yeah.
But don't put it on the fucking internet.
Don't put it on the internet. Even if you think like it'll get a few quick laughs and everybody else is doing it, just be political. See, that's the thing. Like you lose your life a little bit. Like you want to be political, you want to have a hand in how your state is ran or how your country is ran or whatever. You lose your life. You can't do the same shit no more, man. You get no mistakes, no do-overs, no mulligans, no none of that shit, bro.
But if you join professional wrestling, you can do all that shit. You see Mr. Murr, he's a dick. And everyone likes him. So that's what they need to start doing. She should start body slamming niggas instead of trying to pass laws. Because she don't know what the fuck she's doing. Edgy called my Hulk Hogan reference Thunder Lips. I don't know if y'all remember.
Oh, yeah,
that.
from Rocky.
Yes,
from Rocky?
Yes, it was. It was from Rocky 3. It was the first person that Rocky fought. Rocky in that movie fought Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. That's the best movie ever made.
No, it's not. Rocky
Besides-
4. Rocky 4 was better. Rocky 4 was better.
When he fought
Rocky
the
4 is
Russian
in my
nigga.
top 3. Yes.
What?
Listen, bro. Listen.
Apollo Creed got smoked.
If you can change and I can change, then everybody can change.
Motherfucker.
Those are the most powerful, bro. Those are the
Change
most
draws.
powerful. See, now you're trying to sully it. Those are the most powerful words in cinema history, man.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, Drago changed his ways after Rocky whooped that ass, of course, and then he spit those words.
Yeah,
of knowledge.
nigga. That's what happened.
Those words of knowledge, bro. If
And
you
he
can
got his
change
ass
it,
whipped.
I can change. Everybody can change, man.
No, he got his
Sylvester
ass whipped,
Stallone.
and then he changed.
Sylvester Stallone single-handedly saved the world, created world peace with that one line in that one movie. Beautiful movie, best Rocky of all time.
Tell
What else you
Putin
want,
that
man?
now. Tell Putin that now. While he over there bombing poor people. Tell him that now. You know, I thought we already won the war because Rocky went up there and fucked them up. Nah. When motherfucking, and I know y'all be talking about something else. Sorry, y'all. Y'all be all right. So when motherfucking Clubber Lang went up there and said, hey, woman, I know you be sitting there at your bed thinking about, I wish I had a real man. But how about you come to my apartment tonight and I'll show you what a real man is like? That is the most dopest shit ever said in the movie.
Man, that's
Rocky
it.
said, you want it, you got it. I was backing up. They got his ass whipped.
What world
Then
did
he
he
took his
save
wife.
by trying to steal? He's trying to steal somebody's girl. All
Hey.
right, Sylvester Stallone is trying to help bring the world, connect the world back together, man. Which one is more important to you, bro?
I just told you. The one where the nigga went up to the press conference
man.
and punked the champion. He said, oh, you gonna retire because you ducking me. You've been ducking me for years. A bum fighting other bums. You don't think that shit is funny? All right. So
I know the way. I didn't say it wasn't funny. That shit is very comical. I'm just saying, man. I just think those words hit my heart more than you know, Mr. T trying to snatch somebody's girl, man.
Look, Edgy just said, well, I think Kyle said that's true. So I think he agrees with you about the if you could change, we could change. Everybody can change. Everybody gets some change. She said, play that Russia shit now. Edgy said the best actor is the coach. I watched that scene to get motivated.
Oh yeah, that nigga.
All your pain, all your love.
Yo, not only that. Listen though, the coach is motivated, but not only the coach, but the soundtrack, the theme song to Rocky 4, bro. Tell me, man, that should make you want to climb up a fucking mountain, real shit.
So Eye of the Tiger though, was that Rocky 4 or was that Rocky 3?
I don't know. I know Rocky 4 had the it may have been Rocky 3. Because I know Rocky 4 had the
3.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you don't have the eye of the tiger. And see, I think the reason why, I don't know what we're talking about, but I think the reason why we actually kind of are talking about the Ukraine-Russia war right now because we're talking about Rocky 4. But, you know, when it comes down to it, the reason why I like Rocky 3 the best is because Clubber Lang beat the fuck up out of Rocky. And I just thought it was the funniest shit ever to see him get beat up so bad. Because y'all don't think y'all remember that fight. But the sound effects was literally punching thunder every time he hit Rocky. And it was like this 80s effect of like, pew, pew. When he was I just backed the fuck up. He got beat up so bad. He looked like Martin after he got to a fight with
what's his name? Marvin. What was his name, man?
Marvin Hagler. I think
it was Hagler. It was Hagler. Yeah.
You remember how he looked?
Yeah. Hell
That's
yeah,
how Rocky looked, nigga.
Hell
like,
yeah, I do.
Real. All right, y'all. So Wayne, you got anything else you want to share with us? We already talked about that.
No, but to answer Kyle, I think we did talk a little bit about the Russian war today, Kyle. Last week we talked a little bit more on it. You might want to go check last week's live episode. Edgy, also, Kyle, everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it, man. Everybody who's listening that didn't comment, thank y'all for tuning in as well. Fearless, what you about to say?
I'll say just to talk about the war for a little bit, man. If y'all don't know, we talked about it last episode, but just to give a recap, it's getting worse. Russia is going deeper into the capital city. They've already taken over a whole bunch of cities, and they started off just doing hand-to-hand combat with other soldiers and, you know, killing some like civilians. But now they think there's about like 1,000+ civilians getting killed. They're starting to just blow up apartment buildings and shit. They don't care no more. They were getting their ass whipped when it was just war, like army to army. So a lot of like the famous people have actually got back into Ukraine and started taking up arms. The Klitschko brothers, the Matrix, I forgot his name. He's like the best boxer like out of Ukraine. His ass is there. He lost to Teofimo Lopez. I can't remember. Lomachenko is now out there. He's about to start fighting in the capital city. So they still have control of the capital city, but it's the other cities in Ukraine that's getting messed up. And we're starting to send over troops to Europe. So this shit is starting to escalate more than I thought it would, to be honest with you. We just had an order, and Ukraine is actually joining the EU. They're doing an emergency. They're trying to get them joining the EU because the Ukraine really just out there like on their own. Like they cool with everybody, but they ain't really got no gang. So they're starting to like, they about to join the Bloods, you know what I'm saying? And they about to get, they about to get jumped in. Tired of getting chased by the Crips. They're like, man, fuck that.
My nigga said we about to get y'all a gun. Hold up a second, man.
Yeah, you gotta get on the ball. So yeah, it's a lot of beautiful shit that's going on. This is now officially called the TikTok war, because a lot of people are helping out people. People are buying officially. People are buying like us though, like civilians are buying Airbnbs and actually like getting them from outside of like the Ukraine, so these Ukraine refugees could have somewhere to sleep and shit.
That's ill.
And they just letting everybody else check in. They're like, yo, here the code. Go ahead, check in, man, so you can have a place for you. Because these refugees, that don't mean you get a place to fucking stay. We don't got no place to. They don't have a place to put nobody. So you can expect possibly some refugees coming over to America once they have the chance to get over here. It's a lot of shit going on. And Putin, supposedly, people are saying that Putin is not really wound too tight. They think that he was in COVID isolation for so long. And
now they fucking think that he wasn't wound too tight now? What the fuck are they talking about?
They think that since he hasn't had the chance to take his shirt off and ride horses in the jungle like he usually do, they think he's losing his fucking mind. So, yeah, man, that's what's basically going on. We touched upon it when we first started, but just to end it out. So remember what we said last time, man. Ain't nobody coming over here and invade shit, but I would definitely say that be prepared for shit to start escalating. If they start like blowing up more nuclear reactors in Ukraine, America and the EU and everybody's getting involved. Ain't no choice. You gotta take this nigga out because he's about to get accused of war crimes. And that's what happened to Saddam Hussein. He got them war crimes put on him, and that's it. That's your ass, man. That's when motherfuckers start, parachuting down and sniping motherfuckers. So that shit affects the whole world. As y'all know, there's a story out there that next week or next 2 weeks, if the war continues to go on, we're about to see $4.50 barrels of gas. So if you gotta drive to work, man, just saying, be conservative, man. Go watch Batman, but you might want if you got the Fire Stick and get that shit bootleg, get the bootleg.
Yeah, for real. Go ahead and put it on HBO Max, man.
It comes out April 19th on HBO Max.
What, the Batman?
Yeah, bro. It's only 45 days in theaters. No lie.
Really? Oh, I can fucking wait that long. That's nothing.
Just don't go on YouTube.
And then April 19th?
April 19th. Just don't go on YouTube.
I'm about to have the most littest 420, man. Y'all about to come to the crib, boy. We're going to have a nice night, man. Woo!
Edgy said it's already $6,000 in LA.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I saw that online, man. That's ridiculous. Edgy, if you could answer real quick, what are you doing to combat that? Like, what are you doing, man?
She's gonna walk her ass right to that dispensary. She is good. Like, nah, bro, no. Nah, for real though. Edgy, what are you doing to combat that? Because I feel like Kyle said he coming over your crib to smoke and watch and watch Batman. Speaking of which, you might want to watch it at home because that movie's 3 hours and some change.
Yeah, I'm about to have to watch half and fall asleep and wake up and do it.
And she said fill up on half. Damn, that's messed up, bro. That's messed up. She only able to fill up half. And, the way that LA is, as y'all know, it's a lot of city streets. And then once you get on the highway, it's a lot of waiting. So it's just like, it's not even, it's always stop and go. And that's not doing nothing but fucking your gas up.
Hey, real quick, man. Can we shout out to Edgy how she said fill up on half? Like she said, as soon as that shit halfway, but like, no, nigga, it's full.
Yeah, it's
that's
half,
full
nigga.
right there.
Half tank. That's all we got.
Like,
half tank,
full
nigga.
right there. But like, baby, it's only half a tank. Nah, nigga, it's full. You welcome.
Straight up. Full, nigga. What you talking about?
What you mean? Can't you see, nigga? It's full right now.
And once you put that shit off, you go ahead and drain that damn pump all the way. You lift up the goddamn cord and get all of that residuals because they're gonna charge you for it. Fuck that shit.
Am I the only one? Like once you get done, you do like you trying to clangle it just to get every last drop in there and shit.
No,
and then
man.
You put it up. You don't do that.
No. So she said no. I'm on half, and she fills up from there. So she's just not letting it go past half a tank. So she has that old ass gas in there from like 6 months ago. When that transmission bust, nigga, don't get mad.
Oh man, you're stupid.
Transmission gonna fail, nigga. You better dump that. You better use that old gas, dog. You gonna need a catalytic converter in this motherfucker.
Yo, we can't keep messing with Edgy, man. We gotta go, man. We gotta go.
Nah, Edgy, she telling us the tea, man. $6, bro, for gas. That's the end of the world, man. That's it. That's it for me.
And then on top of that, nigga still gotta eat, man.
You ain't.
You still have
to eating gas. Better eat that gas sandwich, like my mom said. Have a nice air sandwich tonight. That's what was eating, oxygen. So I don't know what to tell you. Drink some water because the food is expensive. You know, $100 ain't what you think it is no more.
Yeah, like, it sure ain't, man.
$100
sure ain't, dog. Yeah,
$100 is gone, nigga. You better not eat no bread. But you know what's funny though? You can still buy vegetables. You can get all the vegetables in the world, but don't try to get no chicken because a pack of chicken is $25 now. So just everybody, we turned vegan. We said fuck it. we ain't eat no meat until the price go down.
Yeah.
Until y'all help us go electric. All right. That's the one thing I want to say about electric cars real fast while we're talking about it. She said order salads and spend $60. God damn. Fuck was on the salads? Money? The salad better be made out of dollar bills. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's the scary part. Like I said last week, man, I ain't worrying about like the, you know, I'm hurting for the people, but I'm not worrying about nobody coming over America invading us. I'm worrying about what that shit's gonna do to inflation. Right. We're very fucked up from COVID. Now we just worse. She said LA Uber Eats, bro. Yeah, I bet, yo. If you do Uber in LA, you probably getting that bag. Seriously, because nobody won't go outside and none of that shit. But the electric car thing, I don't think that shit ever gonna work. If you try to go on the highway, bro, and you try to drive your car from like, let's say LA to San Francisco, you will barely get there on electric cars. And this is the real funny thing. Y'all like, oh, well, I just gotta go and stop at the station to get energy. Yeah, it takes 45 minutes to charge this motherfucker. So you're gonna sit there for 45 minutes and not do nothing? When it takes you 2 minutes to get a full tank of gas and you got an electric car? Nah, man, that ain't the future. Not till batteries are fast charging or you could charge while you're driving. Other than that, you ain't going nowhere. You staying in the city.
That nigga said drive, or you said charge while you're driving? Get out of here.
That's the only way, bro. The road charges you or something. They got electric roads or something. Tesla need to come out. All right, man. Let's go ahead and end it here, man. We going on tangents. Word, go ahead, broski.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in another episode of the You Feel Me podcast. Okay, thank y'all for spending y'all Saturday with us, man. We truly appreciate this, guys, from the bottom of our heart. We thank you, man. You can find this episode and all our past episodes on youfeelme podcast.com. That's our own personal website. You can find all our audios on there, find all our visuals on YouTube. Okay, type in the You Feel Me podcast, see our beautiful faces. You click on it. We release every Friday at 11 a.m. And then we do the live every Saturday at 12 p.m. All right. So you get 2 days of us back to back, and then you get to listen to us at all of our archives throughout the week. Right. Also, anywhere your free podcasts are sold. Okay. You got Amazon podcast, you got Stitcher, you got SoundCloud, you got Apple Music. You know, we're on Tidal, we're on all those, man. Spotify, but most importantly, we're on Overcast. Overcast, you download Overcast on your phone. Once you download them, you open it up, type in You Feel Me podcast, you download one of our episodes, we get a little kickback from that. Okay, we truly appreciate that. Linktree. You can find You Feel Me Podcast on Linktree. You can find all of our links there, the ones I just named, also all of our social medias. We're on Twitter at You Feel Me Cast, okay? We're on IG at You Feel Me Pod, okay? We're on TikTok, You Feel Me Podcast, okay? We are in the Facebook groups, You Feel Me Podcast. We talk to other podcasts. We get to know y'all, shake hands, kiss babies, and do all that beautiful stuff there as well, okay? Standing right in front of me is the beautiful, the talented, the wonderful, greatest rapper, Jimmy B. Fearless. Okay, he dropped two dope albums last year. Fire, Kobayashi, beautiful albums. Y'all go and check those out, man. He released those last year. We also did 2 album reviews for those albums. Y'all want to go and listen to them as well, man. That's back to back. Great fun. I'm telling you, man. You won't miss out listening to Jimmy B. Fearless, man. If you like real hip hop, if you love that real music, Jimmy B. Fearless has got it for y'all, man. The shirts, the gear, I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again, okay? You Feel Me Podcast.bigcartel.com. You can get the Getting Jiggy With It hoodie, all right? Fearless has got on his legendary hoodie right now. He also has the You Feel Me skull hat on. I got mine right here too as well, man. We got those great mugs. We have so many other t-shirts and hoodies and everything that you guys can get your hands on. Go out there and get yourself a little something.
Hey, one quick
the
thing,
link
man.
is what's up?
Thank you, Edgy, for ordering a hoodie and a cup this week. So really appreciate that. And thank you for the support, man. And y'all go ahead and get one, man, because she also bought 2 of the skull caps too. We got some new designs coming. We know it's starting to get heated up a little bit, you know. So
yeah,
you know, started to bring out some more shirts and shit for y'all. So y'all gonna have more shirts to rock and hats too. So appreciate y'all. Go ahead, bro. My fault.
No, man, you good, man. You good. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and to comment in YouTube, man. Please talk to us. Please let us know. All of our social medias, comment. Let us know how you feel about things, man. Let us know how you feel about what you said, what we said. Just be respectful. We will be respectful to you as well. You know, just let us know how you feel. If it's the difference, if you agree, it doesn't matter. You let us know, you communicate with us, because that's what this is all about, communication and trying to bring everybody together. We don't have to agree on the same thing, but it doesn't mean that we can't speak to one another, right? And that's what's most important. So y'all communicate with us. We'll communicate with you guys back, man. And we'll just see what happens throughout all of this. Is there anything else that I am forgetting?
Nope. Only thing we gotta do is say fuck Putin, and I think that's about it, man.
Well, you know how I feel. Fuck Putin. All right. Fuck those 2 Waffle House trailer park hoes that tried to damage the State of the Union address by the great President Biden.
The Ranch twins.
Yeah, man. Fuck these hoes. Get them the hell out of here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, a great week until we see you guys next week. Okay. Y'all beautiful. Y'all are lovely. And don't let nobody tell you any different. Okay. Thank you guys so very much. Fearless, thank you so very much, man. Say peace to the people, man.
Peace, man. And don't forget,
man.
Only fill that motherfucking gas tank up halfway.
Halfway is full, baby. Teach yourself that halfway is full. Absolutely. Thank y'all.
Right,
man. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Hey, so do you know what's the difference between me, the big homie Wayne, and let's say Joe Rogan? Easy. He's white. No, I'm just kidding. It's you. It's the fans. It's the followers. So please go ahead and follow us on your favorite podcast platform so you don't never miss any of our episodes. Never miss none of our short episodes where we talk about the weekly topics or our long form episodes that come out every Friday. And remember, we both black and Joe Rogan ain't.